Happy Tuesday, everybody. That's right, December is upon us, and that's what means what? Christmas. Christmas. That means Christmas. That means family. That means cooking. We're going to start this month because of all this family cooking things and other things and other things with alcohol. That's right. We're going to start this month with a beer and cheese soup. That's right, beer and cheese soup. We have shredded Fontina cheese. I have a Guinness cheddar from Ireland. I got a nice big chunky sourdough loaf. And then I got leeks, onions, celery, garlic. So what do you say we get that soup on? All right, so beer and cheese soup. First, we're gonna take some Earl. And we're gonna saute all of our vegetables. Hot pan, oil. Smell that? Smell all those aromatics? We're gonna salt the vegetables because you want them to bleed. We want the liquid to come out of them. This is called sweating the vegetables. We're gonna turn the heat down, medium to low, and sweat out the veggies. That's gonna bring out all the background flavor in our beer and cheese soup. I've chose to use an IPA because I want that hoppy, malty, I want you to know there's beer in it. And if you use like regular Budweisers and lagers and such, you're not gonna really taste the beer. So I want you to know that there's beer in it, so I'm using an IPA. We're gonna deglaze this pan with our beer. Don't have to be cold beer unless you're gonna drink it while you're cooking it. Then we're gonna turn it up. 1 can of beer. We bring that beer to a boil. Once that baby boils, we're gonna add some chicken stock. Chicken stock is gonna give us that's right, soup. So we wanna bring it up to a boil. You don't need to cook out the alcohol so much because beer, it doesn't have that much, it's got a 7% because it's an IPA, but we wanna keep some of that beer flavor because it's a beer and cheese soup. Let's add some chicken stock. It's about a quart of chicken stock. We're gonna bring that all to a boil. Now we're gonna scent this with a little bit of Dijon mustard, not too much. We don't want it tasting like a pretzel. And then a little bit of hot sauce. Stir that in nice. That's gonna give us another background flavor. While that's happening, we're gonna take our nice crusty bread and we're gonna cut us some baguette croutons for toasting. We're gonna take slices of our Guinness cheddar. If you can't get Guinness cheddar, Swiss, Gruyere, a regular cheddar, anything but American cheese. You wanna cut them thin so they melt on the bread. We're gonna toast this in the oven after we toast the bread itself. That way we kind of get like a crunchy, crusty, chewy crouton all at the same time. We just wanna give it a little body, something stable, so we can oil it up nice and then toast them. Now we take our croutons, put a little bit of toast on them, and then we're gonna hit it with some extra virgin olive oil. I didn't toast the bottom of it because the bottom of it's gonna get toasted when we put it in the oven because the fire is coming from underneath. We're gonna put a little salt and pepper, some dried thyme and dried rosemary, and then we're gonna make our croutons. We'll pop those in the oven about 4 or 5 minutes. Croutons in the oven. What do you say we check it out? All right, look at that. Nice and toasty and melty and cheddary. I'm just gonna release it from the pan. That way later we don't have to struggle. Ta-da. And then we see how we've got a nice little toast on the bottom of it. That's why we didn't toast the other side. Nice. Put those aside. Keep them warm because you want them ooey and gooey. Then we're gonna take a tablespoon of flour, all-purpose flour, and we're gonna dust this soup with it. A little bit more, why not? So now we're gonna whip in all that flour. Yeah, it's gonna look like we have lumps, But we're gonna puree this whole thing with the stick blender, which will smooth it all out. Let's pull it off and put the stick in it. Let's puree up all those vegetables with the flour and the liquid and see what kind of thick we got. If you don't have one of these things, you should get one. Especially for the winter time. See, no more lumps. Lumpless, if that's a word. It is now. All right, looks like we got everything. Let's go back to the heat. We're gonna bring it back up to a boil because that's how we're gonna know how thick it is. All right, so you see those thick bubbles in there? That's our desired consistency. Now we're gonna finish it with about a half a cup of heavy cream. That's gonna give us that nice richness, smooth. Stir that in there nice. And if you notice, it actually looks like the color of beer. See? That's the way you know we did it right. Anyway, we're gonna take the little bit of beer and we're gonna put it on the bottom of our bowl just to finish it. We want everybody to know that it's a beer and cheese soup. And last but not least, I have some white cheddar and fontina cheese. You can do, again, whatever cheese you want that I just grated. White cheddar and fontina cheese. Swiss cheese will go good. Whatever, pick a cheese. Not American. Anyway, so now we're boiling again. The cheese is also gonna thicken our soup. So we're gonna put our cheese in. Put our cheese in. And then turn it off. That way we don't burn our cheese. Cheese will fall right to the bottom. It'll adhere to the flour. And all of a sudden you got burnt stick cheese on the bottom of it. So we turn it off. As you can see, the cheese has made it this nice velvety smooth. Not too much cheese. We're not making mac and cheese. We're making a beer and cheese soup. We just want to know what's in there. Okay, ladles. Silky, smooth. We have our little bit of lace of beer in there. We just laced the bottom. And now, our soup. Nice, smooth, creamy. Mix the beer in well. We're gonna wipe it because it is Christmas and we wanna make it look nice. And then we're gonna take a little bit of, we're gonna take some sprouts, give it some color. And then our nice ooey gooey Guinness cheddar croutons. And what do you say? We start Christmas off with a little beer and cheese soup with Guinness cheddar croutons. Merry Christmas.